Welcome back, fight fans. Welcome back. Let's just dig right into it. Frank Warren, according to Michael Benson, has also stated in regards to his interview that his son has been talking to promoter Tom Loeffler in hope of reviving a potential Gennady Golovkin versus Billy Joe Saunders fight. He added that Saunders will return in April. So it looks like here they're starting and trying to kickstart negotiation between Triple G and Billy Joe Saunders. I think that'll be a great fight, a great matchup. I think that Billy Joe Saunders and Triple G, I think it'll be a close fight at points, but I also think that, I have to edge Triple G and say that he would get the victory over Billy Joe Saunders in regards to this. If I break down the fight and look at the way these guys are, Billy Joe Saunders balloons and weights between fights. It seems to maintain that Triple G is always around the same weight. He gains a little, but he stays relatively in shape. He takes his crap very seriously. Triple G's an elite level puncher. He's an elite level fighter, and he doesn't get the credit or respect he deserves. And that's something that, Dante's Bias Nation and Bias Ego, the LWC fangirls, these guys will never give him the credit he deserves. So I'm going to be honest and unbiased in regards to it, is that Triple G is an elite level fighter, and everyone else, like Billy Joe Saunders, is a very good top level fighter, and I'm even willing to say possibly even elite. But here's the thing about Billy Joe Saunders: his weight fluctuations are massive between fights, and not only that, Billy Joe Saunders likes to take these long layoffs, of inactivity. And yes, he just recently fought, but he was ballooned in weight and didn't even fight at middleweight. So you have to understand that Billy Joe Saunders, he has all these issues, legal troubles. It just seems like a lot of distraction. And also, I respect Billy Joe Saunders. I think he's a top level boxer, but I don't think that he's Canelo Alvarez. I haven't seen him beat anyone to that degree for me to believe that he's at that level of Canelo, to where he can go in and box Triple G at that level and do that to Triple G. I'd have to favor Triple G. I have not seen enough from Billy Joe Saunders to believe that. Yes, Billy Joe Saunders destroyed David Lemieux, but Triple G destroyed David Lemieux. It's easy to destroy David Lemieux if you're a top-level fighter. These guys are top-level fighter. I believe if Danny Jacobs or Demetrius Andre fought David Lemieux, they would destroy him as well. So I need to see Billy Joe Saunders, beat one of the top guys, such as a Demetrius Andre, such as a Danny Jacobs. Show me that you're better than these guys. At this point, I haven't seen that breakout or signature win from Billy Joe Saunders. I have to favor Triple G. I think Triple G will be too much. I think he will get outboxed and lose multiple rounds against Billy Joe Saunders. I don't think it'll be an easy fight. I think it'll be, a 60-40 type of fight. I think I'll edge Triple G on a lot of the different points. I think it'll go mid to late in the fight, and then Triple G eventually stop Billy Joe. I think Billy Joe will be elusive and quick and hard to deal with at points, and he'll make life difficult for Triple G early in the fight. I think Triple G eventually wear him down with his consistent pressure, and he'll eventually catch him with something good and stop Billy Joe Saunders. That's my opinion. I just believe that Triple G is too good for Billy Joe at this point because of the weight fluctuations, because of the time out of the ring, and because of the opponents. Billy Joe Saunders has not fought a Danny Jacobs. Danny Jacobs is an elite level fighter regardless of what people think. And people try to criticize Triple G for having a hard time with an elite level opponent, which makes no sense to me. You're going to have a hard time with elite level opponents because they're not going to be the same as other guys. Billy Joe Saunders will never look the same against Triple G as he did against a David Lemieux. You have to be honest and unbiased when you assess and analyze these type of fights. Triple G is a top level fighter. He's an elite level fighter, and he needs the respect. I think Triple G stops Billy Joe Saunders late in that fight, anywhere from the 9th to the 12th round. I just believe that Triple G at some point in that fight will become too much for Billy Joe Saunders and wear him down, because of the layoffs, because of the weight fluctuation, but also because of the power and relentless pressure from Triple G. Triple G is a top-level fighter, and people try to criticize him and say, oh, it's easy to outbox him. Until you're in the ring with him, you don't know, because not everyone is Saul Canelo Alvarez. Once again, unbiased as always is the Ibfp. Please share, like, and you must absolutely subscribe.